Hi guys, let's do a deconstructed envelope. I've done this before, but I'm going to do this one just a little bit different. This is one of the envelopes that comes in the Butterflies in Blue kit. I am not going to deconstruct this one, but I wanted to show you what it was like before I cut it up. Here's the one I'm going to be working on. Here's the flap, and here's the other, I guess, flap, and then here's the main body of the envelope. So all I've done is cut out the separate pieces and trim off those two tabs. The main reason I did that is just I want to be able to fit it in my journal. If you're doing a wider journal, I'm doing 8.5 by 11 folded in half, so the pages come out to about 5.5. So I want the pocket to be 5 or so. This will be a little bit too wide for that. But if you want to do it like a side pocket, like a side tuck or something, leave those on and use those. But anyway, this is the way I'm going to do it today. Oh, and I also cut off these little points down here and made this a flat pocket. So, excuse me. Let's start with this piece. This is really easy, guys. I just think it's a lot of fun. Sometimes, you know, you want a lot of envelopes, and sometimes you just want to mix it up. So this kit comes with 3 different envelopes, and it's a 2 signature. I have cut some other envelopes, and I have some other envelopes that I want to make. So I decided to take the envelopes that came with the kit and deconstruct them. And the original idea for this actually comes from just something that Andrea said in one of her videos. Andrea being Artymaze on YouTube, and she said something about a deconstructed envelope, and I went looking for a deconstructed envelope and I could not find anything, so I just decided to make it up. So here's what we're going to do. I have a doily and I've just kind of inked it a little bit on one side here because I'm just going to glue this over. Probably use this little piece here as a guideline there to see how much I want. I don't need it to come all the way up here. I want to leave a little margin. So I'm going to use, first of all, so I want to ink this first, just around the edges. Grunge it up a little bit, but also hide I don't cut so straight lines. Not because I can't cut, but I'm usually just in too much of a hurry to take the time to cut it out. I know that's bad. So, alright, so I just grunge that up a little bit. This is the Butterflies in Blue kit by Artymaze that I'm working with. And we're making a hardcover journal. I'm just going to use a glue stick here, and then if I need to I'll go back. But I think the glue stick, the one thing that I have found that it does well is hold the doily. And so I'm going to be about right here, kind of from both sides there. I think that's about even. Kind of this ends up almost in the middle. Pretty close. Okay, and then I did pretty good, and I can rub off that excess glue. And then I'm just going to trim this off, and the rest of this doily will be used for something else. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm not going to do too much to this because this is just going to be a tuck spot. We'll add it to the side of a page like so, It'll be glued down here, and then we'll be able to tuck things underneath it. So I'm not going to add too much to it. I am going to add some, well, let me close up my glue here. I'm going to add some lace trim to one side because I'm not crazy about this cut edge. So I just think that gives it a little bit more finished look. Run that across there. And then we'll just cut around this corner here. And here. I think I got a little bit too much glue there. Okay. And then I have these tiny pearls. I think I'm just going to put one right in the middle. And because this is paper, it'll stick really well. I found that these stick pretty good. Okay, just like that. So there is the tuck from the flap, and I did one earlier. That's the one I did earlier. So I'll have 2 tucks, one for each signature, because I deconstructed 2 envelopes. So that's one. And then the next one, get out so I can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to use this one here. And what I'm going to do is score it at about a 1/2 inch. Let's see, this is about 5 1/4, so about a 1/2 inch here, about a 1/2 inch here, and about a 1/2 inch here. And that'll give me a decent size pocket. I'm just gonna taper off these corners here. Taper, miter, I think miter is when you bring it together. I don't know. You know what I mean. And then I'm going to use my envelope punch board. And let's see, because this is, if I remember correctly, this was like 5 and, let me fold that. It's not big enough to measure because I want to put just a punch in the middle. And my circle punch is not working properly lately. So this is actually 4 5/8. So I want 2 1/4 plus a 1/16. That's how I do math. There we go. And that's the middle. Okay. So I do want to ink this around the edges. Fold this piece up. And I did, these are 28-pound paper that I've printed this on. If I were going to do this again, I probably would do it on maybe the thinner cardstock, like 65 pounds. But I think it's okay since I've coffee dyed it. It kind of adds a little bit of weight to it, and I think it'll be okay. So there's my pocket. Now I do want to add a little bit of lace to this one on the bottom. This one's got enough going on that I don't really need to add a lot to it. This kit is really, really neat. So let me straighten out this lace, pop that down. And I'm just doing the bottom edge. I'm not going off, you know, barely. And then I want to cut that off. Try to stay where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now let's put some pearls on this one. Let's see if I can get just a little dab of glue. I'm going to do one in each of the middle of these motifs. Trying not to get too much glue on there, but I've got these tiny. Okay, get up there. There we go. I think that's actually, yeah, I need to bring that back up just a tad. Stay. Is there glue in that middle spot? I don't see it. There is now. And this gel glue will dry clear, of course. There we go. So that'll make a really cute pocket that will stick in one of the pages here. Let's see. So you can see that the size is perfect for this journal because I cut off those flaps. If I hadn't cut off the flaps, it would have been right up in the signature and to the edge, and that's just too big. So this one turns out perfect this way. And then here's the other one that I did earlier with the wishes come true. Yeah. Oh, I should have made it opposite. Oh well. You know. You're not going to notice it because it's going to be in two separate signatures. So, alright, so now I have that other piece. There it is. I'm going to take this piece, and because it's shorter, I'm not going to score the bottom. I'm just going to score the sides. But I still am going to do a 1/2 inch. So, there we go. I'm not going to do the bottom because you know, then it'll be a really minuscule pocket. So I'm just going to fold those up. Whoa, didn't get that on. I didn't score that very well. There we go. Clip these corners just a smidge. Okay. And I'm also going to use the envelope punch for this one. I'm folding up my tabs on the side here. I think this one measures 4 3/4, so I will need 2 3/8. Okay, so there we go. Alright, I just like the way this tab looks like this, and it cuts way better than my circle punch. My circle punch is from Hobby Lobby. It's the paper studio, I think, and it's okay for some things, but it'll cut cardstock pretty good. It doesn't like paper. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I know the envelope punch will cut every time. It has a nice sharp blade on it. So I'm just going to ink around this one here. And what I'll do for this one is I'll glue these pieces down, and then I'll just put a little tiny thin layer of glue on the bottom so I can maintain most of that pocket. Okay, so now I want to put lace on the side of this one. I've already done lace on the bottom of the other one. I don't want to put it on the top, so I'm just going to run a little piece on the side. Like that. Trim that off. See if I can get that a little straighter. Okay. Then I've got a few things over here that I want to play with. I decided to take this one. I want to make a pocket, another pocket on here. So I'm just going to ink around that. This is one of the specimen cards that comes in the Butterflies in Blue kit. And what I've done is I took 4, I think it was, 4 of the pages, the background pages, and I printed them out on 3x5. So they came out small. So this was, good size. And I'm just going to use this for a little tiny pocket. And I'll put that about right here. And while that dries for a second, I'm going to add a couple of pearls over here. Maybe one here and one here. Whoa. Way too much. Try and get some of that excess glue off and leave a little bit. Okay. Alright, so let's put some pearls on there. Use my knife. There we go. Okay, and then while we've got the beads out, I've got more beads, pearls. I've got these also that I printed out. Well, not this one. This one is the size that came with the kit, but this is one of the ephemera pages that was the tickets, and that I printed out on 3x5. So I'm just going to ink around that. There was a sheet of 6, not tickets, tags. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I have a problem with tickets and tags. Maybe because they're always together. I think I'm going to put a pearl right there, actually. Just right there. And instead of putting any kind of thread or anything in there, I'm just going to put a pearl there. So I don't want to stick this all the way in, but these will go in this pocket right here. And I need something over here. So I think, well, I know. I don't think I know. I'm going to take this butterfly. And just ink around the butterfly here. And I'm going to use some eyelash yarn in the style of Yvonne Preston. Tie a knot. I just really like the way this turns out when you have all this eyelash yarn on the butterfly. It's really cute. Tie a knot. And trim that off a little bit. And I want to put a piece of lace, I think, here. So, just to give it a little more texture. Let's go like this. And that can go over the pocket, no big deal. And then we will glue this butterfly down. My glue is globbing here. Isn't that cute? So these will be in here. I'm going to bring in the other one that I made. This one should be dry, so I can get the just the pocket, the butterfly. This butterfly didn't pop as much. That's why I put the lace underneath. This one is better because it's a different color, but probably should have used a butterfly that was blue. That's okay. using what I have. So I've got these 2 tags and ticket and a tag and a pocket on a pocket. So there we go. I've got these 2 pockets, and I've got these 2 pockets, and I've got these 2 tucks to put in my journal. So I hope you guys will try it. It's lots of fun. There's all kinds of things you can do. I have more ideas, but I'll have to wait until the next time. Can't do everything in one journal. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.